Bumbo class me for butt in a me head. A sexy gal say she want to give me head. When me fuck pussy turn red. Gymnastic.
Turn of Klay Thompson. We will step aside and bring you inside the building.
It's go time! Let's get hyped and make some noise! He's back!
Until I got out of class, these damn fucking shit. Before all this rock shit, I was gang banging and doing half piece of cops and shit. And I'm free from the shop, but I'm all like a king of it.
Yo, you already know what time it is. Chapter 260 drama, nigga. Let's waste no time. Let's get into it for real. So, this chapter actually starts off with Todo revealing that his missing hand has been replaced with an instrument called the Vibra Strap. Now, it looks like it's some type of like paddle and ball where he can use it to like connect and it triggers his curse ability. So he found a little workaround to get his curse ability back, which is fire. Because niggas was wondering what the fuck was underneath those bandages in the last chapter. We then get an explanation that Todo has changed Boogie Woogie's activation from a clapping hands to essentially the collision of the metal piece and the wooden of the Vibra Strap. So every time that ball hits that wooden piece, that connection, they do a swap. So he's able to rework his curse ability, which is again fire, because we really thought that he was done after the Mahiso fight. Really cool to see that this nigga's still relevant. So Todo and Yuji start attacking Sukuna together, and Sukuna is pretty much like confused as shit. He has no idea where they're coming from. You feel me? And then we also get some explanation that Todo actually imposed a binding vow to limit the number of swaps in proportion to the collision of the Vibra Strap. So Todo actually successfully expanded his curse technique targets to multiple targets and expanded the effective range of the technique. So again, it just seems as if these binding vows are just like a broken way that you can tweak your curse ability to do some next shit. Like we've seen Sukuna do it before. That nigga did it a couple times throughout the series to do some pretty breaking shit. So it's good to see the other side of the cast making use of this and they're throwing it back in his face finally. So Sukuna then says out of all the sorcerers, Todo is the most self-centered and difficult to sway, and that he appeared essentially at the least beneficial timing because again, I guess he's on his last legs and he's saying that he really did. This nigga needs a break. This nigga is essentially saying, I'm tired of motherfuckers showing up, bro. Like, I'm on my last legs. Like, this nigga showed up at the worst time. So just as Todo was about to land a kick, Sukuna actually dodges that shit. Todo makes a self note that Sukuna can dodge midair, and then Yuji throws a rock towards them. Todo swaps it with Yuji, and Yuji lands a strong kick on this nigga forehead. And it's fire to see that they're doing this because we actually saw a real life example of this in the manga, or not in the manga, in the anime with the Mahito and Todo and Yuji fight. That nigga threw a rock and then he switched fucking places with it and nigga went fucking subsonic speeds. So that's fire to see them replicating that again. However, Sukuna said, you thought it was sweet? And he grabbed Yuji by the fucking face and he tries to thrash that nigga. But Todo, the GOAT, he is there. He's always there to help. And he just keeps on swapping places with Yuji. And Yuji just continues to body this nigga in his blind spots, getting off hits there and like here and there. So Todo, Sukuna, and Yuji are now in a form of roulette, and Sukuna realizes that Todo can change the maximum and minimum values and numbers of swap per tap. And essentially he comes to the realization that Boogie Woogie is essentially impossible to keep track of and impossible to track. So Sukuna essentially figures out a way to read when Todo might swap, and he figures that it's precisely when Yuji's focus is peaked. Sukuna thinks Todo might feint by not swapping Yuji, but something else to trick opponents, so Sukuna moves to punch Yuji very hard. However, bro, fucking Mei, the queen, the goddess, one of her crows appears and Sukuna realizes that he's made a mistake and he misreads Todo's moves. Sukuna thinks that they swapped with Mei's crow, so he quickly tries to turn his body towards his blind spot and land a kick, but he realizes that he got tricked again. Todo actually did not swap their places at all and usually just lands another black flash. So essentially they're giving this nigga the fucking Mahito treatment. They're giving this nigga the fucking work. He's confused. He's goddamn kerfuffled. He don't know what the fuck going on, and he's getting mopped up right now. After landing another black flash, Yuji pierces his claw hand into Sukuna and continues to brutally tear him apart with just the most demonic look on his face. Like, this is one of the hardest panels right here. Like, all the Yuji fanboys, oh my god, y'all niggas are eating good. As I said it in the last chapter review that I did. We have been waiting 257 chapters for this nigga to graduate into the main character, and he, my god, he's finally doing it, bro. He's really doing it. And then on the final panel, bro, after Yuji successfully pierces Sukuna's chest, Sukuna tries to expand his domain once again, but then he sees a mysterious silhouette, my nigga. Sukuna says he sees a silhouette of someone he's witnessed before. The strongest ghost that Sukuna has killed with his own hands. Nigga, this means one of two things. This can only mean one of two things, and I know everyone acknowledges that. This either means that A, Gojo Kaisen is real, the copium is real, and we have been chatting fuckery that has turned out to be real for all the Gojo copium niggas, you feel me? And it's really Gojo Kaisen, or Yuji is beating this old geriatric nigga's ass so fucking bad that he's having PTSD, like these goddamn demons had PTSD from the first Demon Slayer because they had that shit in their fucking blood from Muzan. This nigga is giving this nigga fucking PTSD from a previous ass whooping. That's fucking crazy. And if he has PTSD and he's getting flashbacks of Gojo, then that only means one thing, bro. That means that this nigga is not long for this world, and we're about to see the ending of this series very, very soon. And I'm fucking excited to see this shit get wrapped up, bro, because on God, I don't want to see any more people die. Yeah, Akatami, you've successfully killed off too many people already, my nigga. Let's just go ahead and wrap this shit up, okay? But yeah, man, W fucking chapter, insane chapter, and I cannot wait for next week because I need to know if the GOAT is back. We need to know what that fucking what this means, bro. We need to know. So yeah, man, exciting chapter, fucking crazy chapter, and yeah, bro. I'ma see y'all niggas.
Please stop doing crazy. All of my friends are dead. Leave them in the cold, put them in the tundra. I go rape child, so can I see her? I make her fumble. I was just a kisses with a leader, pussy in the jungle. They wanted to drop me fiancé, but I told them I'm coming normal. When you play this shit with a white touch, a nigga like you in the form.